I did voice work for a children's learning app, nothing fancy, just random character voices for like $50 a session. The gig came through a friend who knew I did some theater in college. Can you sound like a friendly robot? They asked. Sure, whatever pays the bills. The app was called Learn Buddy, one of those colorful educational things parents download to keep their kids busy while teaching them something useful. I voiced this cheerful blue character named Pixel, who guided kids through lessons on letters, numbers, and basic words. Pretty standard stuff. Great job finding the letter A, and let's count to 10 together. I'd go into this tiny studio downtown maybe twice a month, knock out a bunch of lines in different character voices, collect my check, and forget about it. The developer, this soft-spoken guy named David, seemed nice enough, but we barely talked beyond the script notes. One day, David emails me this audio file, says a parent sent it in, asking if we could use their kid's recording instead of mine for one specific lesson. That was weird. I mean, these apps usually stick to professional voice talent for quality reasons. I listened to it. This little girl, maybe 6 years old, practicing the alphabet song, but she's only getting through the first few letters before her voice gets tired and raspy. You can hear her trying so hard, taking these little breaks to catch her breath between A, B, C, and D, E, F, David explains in his follow-up email. The kid has some rare vocal condition called spasmodic dysphonia. Basically, her vocal cords spasm randomly, making it really hard to speak clearly or for very long. She's been using the app every day, trying to keep up with her kindergarten class, but she gets frustrated because Pixel's voice is so clear and strong, and hers isn't. Her mom wrote this heartbreaking message about how her daughter would practice along with the app, then get upset when she couldn't match the character's perfect pronunciation. The kid started asking why her voice was broken, and if she'd ever sound normal. Her mom thought that hearing a voice more like her daughter's in the app might help her feel less alone. I didn't even hesitate. I told David to use her recording for that lesson. It seemed like such a small thing that might make one little girl feel better. Plus, her version was actually pretty adorable, even with the vocal struggles. Forgot about it, honestly. Went back to my regular sessions, voiced some new characters they were adding, life moved on. 3 months later, I get another email from David, but this one's different. The subject line reads, "You need to see this." Apparently, that one recording sparked something incredible. Parents started reaching out, asking if their kids could contribute voices too. Kids with speech delays who were working with therapists, kids with hearing difficulties who signed along with the lessons, kids with different accents whose parents worried they wouldn't fit in. David started collecting these recordings and slowly integrating them into different lessons throughout the app. The response was massive. Parents were writing in saying their kids finally felt represented. Teachers were using the app to show students that everyone learns differently. David had to hire someone just to manage all the voice submissions coming in. The app now has hundreds of real kid voices for different lessons. There's Tommy from Texas with his thick drawl teaching colors, Maria from Miami mixing English and Spanish while counting, Kevin with Down syndrome slowly but proudly reciting days of the week. Each voice chosen carefully to match kids who might feel different or left out. But here's the thing that got me. David included a voice message in that email from the first little girl, the one whose recording started everything. 6 months had passed since her original alphabet submission. She said my name perfectly clear, thanked me for letting her be the alphabet teacher, then whispered, "I sound important now." Her voice was getting stronger. David's note at the bottom said her speech therapy was going well, but more importantly, she'd gained confidence from hearing herself in the app. She'd started raising her hand more in class, making friends, even asking to read aloud sometimes. Her mom said the app had given her daughter permission to sound exactly like herself. I still do voice work for Learn Buddy, but now I know I'm just one voice among hundreds, and honestly, mine's probably not even the most important one anymore.